Hey my friends, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Yesterday we were talking about how to overcome your emotional states, how to thrive, how to raise your vibration beyond this limited survival emotions, so we can unlock a new doors for new opportunities, so we can truly thrive, we can truly step into a whole new dimension of possibilities and potentials which are within all of us. And today I want to give you a quote by Nelson Mandela. He said that a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. So I want to go deeper to that today, because I know that many times we're talking about mindset, shifting our perception. But also when it comes to shifting our perceptions, we will find out that we can think about good stuff, we can think about positive events, positive opportunities, but if we are emotionally stuck to the past, as we were talking yesterday, we will not be able to change much, right? We will feel emotionally stuck. And if emotions are what our bodies are experiencing, usually our bodies are stronger than the mind. So mind usually can't change the bodies if body is not willing to change. So we need to find that great connection between mind and the body. Create that great coherence between heart and the brain, mind and the heart, to elevate ourselves to the state where we are willingly ready to create new habits, which will design new lives for us. So I'm making this video because I can see in many comments that people can't change their lives. People can't change their lives because they're not willing to consistently work on their inner changes. There's a trick with our inner changes. The most tricky thing actually is that nobody can see those changes. When we start working on our inner changes, nobody can see that work. Nobody can see the results yet. But if we are consistently working on our inner changes, healing the wounds from the past, and recognizing who we truly are, so we can become aware of our greatest potential, so we are not following the rules of society, but we are following the rules of our hearts, what will happen? We will see our lives through a whole completely new eyes. Once we see our lives through new eyes, we will see colors differently, we will see structures differently. Where before was nothing, now we are able to see a beautiful nature. Where before were toxic people, now we see a divinity within each individual that we meet. Where before we couldn't see anything, now we see opportunities. We see potentials which are hidden within our environment, waiting us to grab them, to make something out of them. So why it is so important to making habits out of our spiritual transformation? Because even if you realize who you truly are, if you're not ready to walk that path, not many things will change. While your knowledge will expand, you will know more about yourself. But there's a huge urge within each soul, and that urge is to serve, to give, to spread something. So this is a great call which we all once in our lifetimes will hear. One day you will hear it. If you can't realize yet what is your calling, you will realize it sooner or later. If you're doing your inner work, you will find that calling. You will hear it. So So I want to remind you that you're not alone on that path. You're not alone. Like everyone is everyone is going through it. Everyone is going through that journey. Most people are not aware of it. Like 95% of people are not aware that they are going through that process. So magic happens once we become aware that we are actually going through a process of transformation. When spirit starts guiding the body. Usually we can find in societies people are guided by their bodies, their emotions, their desires, which are based on the rules of society, their pleasures, and so on. And we think that we are happy if we are chasing those pleasures. But we soon figure it out that it's a really short-term pleasure, which is at the end causing pain. And more we are feeding those pleasures, more we are feeding the pain as well. That's what we are finding out, and those who have become aware of that process have become aware that there needs to be another way. And another way is an inner transformation. To recognize that the answers are not actually outside of us, they're hidden within. In many ancient texts would say they're hidden in plain sight. So a person needs to become so self-aware that can access or enter into that plain sight and find the answers. So if you're following my work, my channel here for a while, we are talking a lot about that inner transformation, and today I want to give you some practical steps how to create habits out of that work. So you will be able to change your life completely on all levels. Not just expand your knowledge, but also apply it. It takes or requires a certain discipline, because being a spiritual person means that you are disciplined, that you are true to yourself, that you are killing the distraction so you can dedicate more of your time and energy to yourself. The system is designed to distract you, so being spiritual means to be disciplined, so you're not letting to be distracted by everything that is popping up all of the time. And that is the hardest thing to do. But if we set the priorities, well, my peace of mind is more important than anything else. To experience more joy is more important than anything else. To elevate more love is more important than anything else. To generate it, to spread it, is more important than anything else, any social media, whatever. If I am able to elevate my state of being because I've decided to do that, it means that I'm empowered. If I can elevate my state of being means that I'm empowered. This is my nature. I can do it anytime I want. So we need to learn to do that on demand. We need to learn to elevate our state of being on demand anytime we choose. And the trick is that we all can do it if we learn to control our distractions. The world is, not the world, but all the things around us, our phones, the technology, the advertisement, all different things are distracting us from being aware of our true nature. That's why I always say to you, go outside into the nature. There you can't be distracted. Because even if you hear the sounds of the bird, if you can see the movement of the trees, or the sounds of the ocean waves, or the sounds of the rivers, that's nature, and we are the nature. It's all part of us. While we are breathing the oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide trees are breathing in carbon dioxide and they are breathing out oxygen. You see the infinite cycle of life. When we step outside into the nature, we step back into our true home. So, if you want to learn more about yourself, go more often into the nature and ask it those questions. Who am I? Why am I here? Like, what is my mission? Why I'm standing here? Or sitting, or... ask nature for answers. That's what our ancient ancestors did. They were laying down on the ground and they were communicating with Gaia. They were speaking with the sky. They were calling up the rain if they needed it. They were speaking with the stars. And so on. It's our nature. That's what nobody is reminding us. That's this, what we call a divine power, a mystical connection between all of us. Not many times we're aware of that. So the discipline here is to be consistently reminded that everything which is not feeding your joy, everything which is not feeding love, everything which is not feeding happiness and peace of mind is distracting you. So distract yourself by becoming more connected with yourself. And then distract the system with that new self. Bring more love to the world. Because there's a uniqueness within you. And only with that disciplined self, disciplined power, disciplined energy, you will be able to recognize it, to unlock it, and to create habits out of it, which will help you to develop a new self. So habits are made out of consistent repetition of certain actions which are beneficial for you. For example, waking up earlier, where everything around us is quiet, so it means we have more peaceful space for meditating or for cultivating our selves, our minds, or for reflecting our past a little bit to learn what we can improve about ourselves, or in which direction we are going, or if our future goals are truly meaningful. Are they coming from our hearts or from our minds? And so on. Waking up earlier is hard, but if we are staying consistent to it, for example, for 30 or 60 days, without giving up, it will become a natural process. Or for example, if we sit down in meditation and we express gratitude once, it will be a beautiful meditation. We will feel a little bit better. But if we do it for 1 month or for 2 months, every single day elevating gratitude within our bodies, it will become an automatic habit where we will automatically become grateful. Our bodies will automatically become grateful, and we will let go of everything which is not serving us anymore, because we are just grateful. And if gratitude is that magnetic state for attracting new opportunities to our lives, now mind just needs to decide what or how it looks your wanting future. And because you feel grateful as it is already happened, it will come to you really fast. You will meet people, synchronicities, serendipities, all those different things will find you. So the power is in habits. Like many times we can hear that we are the products of our habits. The reminder here is that it's not just mindset. it's not just setting your mind, it's also becoming aware of your daily actions. Because if each action is causing a reaction, now the most important part here is, are we aware of our daily actions? And are we willingly choosing more beneficial actions every single day, even when we feel that it doesn't feel right? Usually it doesn't feel right because it just feels uncomfortable. Body feels uncomfortable because it is stepping out of the comfort zone, out of the familiar zone. That's why we feel uncomfortable. So, if we are consistently doing new actions, we are designing a new habit, and habit is a program. We are installing new programs in our subconscious mind. In brain science, we are rewiring our brain in neuroplasticity. That's what neuroplasticity is. Our brains are changing according to our actions and thoughts. The way we think and the way we act, we are changing our brain. And the truth is that we all can do it. It's not that somebody is more talented than somebody else and somebody is smarter than somebody else. It's all about what we do with what we have. Maybe you can find people which are maybe smarter than you, but it doesn't mean that you can change yourself because of that. You have hidden talents which maybe you're not even aware of that yet, but you will find them out only if you're willing to find them out, and if you're willing to consistently working on the changes which are beneficial for you and eventually for all, for the community, for the world, for the universe. So, as we all know what is missing the most on the world, our mission is to generate it within us firstly, so we can bring it to the world. And some will bring it through art, some will bring it through a certain company, some will bring it to, I don't know, certain serving, whatever it will be. It doesn't mean that you need to write a book. Whatever you feel that can be a tool to bring that energy to the world, do it. It's your calling. Your calling will be different than my calling. Probably, or maybe. But the point is that you recognize it, because in the society not many people are encouraging us to do that. Most people would think we are crazy, we're weird. And probably we are, because we are different, and different is making us unique. Everybody is unique, but if we are constantly following everybody else, we lose the sense of uniqueness. And that's a moment where we become ships. So I want to encourage you today. Be consistent with those changes, and remember that you're not alone. Everybody is going through it, and if you are aware that you're going through it, you are already on a truly high level, a spiritual level, self-evolved level, really high level. Be proud of yourself, my friends, and I'm proud of you. So, I want to thank you all for being a part of this awesome community. Here on AttractPassion, I'm grateful for all of you, for constantly supporting each other, and for writing your stories in the comments below, your personal experiences. I'm always so grateful to read them. I'm happy to see, truly, I'm happy to see how many of you are working on yourself. That's what we need the most right now. So be proud of yourself. And this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and power. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, and I want to say thank you To everyone who is supporting my artwork on our Etsy shop, I Draw My Passion, thank you so much, it truly means a lot. And my friends, have a beautiful day. One love.